Alright, I'm back and I'm reviewing a TV show, which I don't often do. So, Netflix's Living With Yourself, starring Paul Rudd. Let's review this. So, I'm actually going to start off with the good this time, not because it's bad, just because I want to talk about that. So, definitely the best thing about this show is Paul Rudd's performance as Miles and new Miles. So, they're definitely two very different performances, which is a lot I'm going to give them, because with normal Miles, original Miles, you can kind of feel the awkwardness in every situation is in. You can kind of feel like a bit of the tension whenever there's like a bit of silence because like Miles doesn't know what to say. You can feel like the tension between him and his wife early in the show, and you can definitely see his growth as he seems to become like more outgoing as the series goes on. He doesn't necessarily change, becomes more outgoing. He also has a great performance. You can kind of see the difference between Miles before, like a couple years beforehand, and Miles now. Paul Rudd does a great job kind of distinguishing that, but while showing they are the same person, as kind of the current Miles becomes more like his past self. I know that's very confusing, but I'm sure if you really listen to what I said, you'll follow. And then his performance as new Miles, the clone Miles, is great. It's a lot more similar to like flashbacks of Miles before he kind of got like stuck in his job and stuff. But it's definitely different. You can tell they're different people because he does a great job being like happy and go-lucky and always in a good mood with this new Miles. But then you do kind of sometimes feel uneasy around him because like, he's so happy, but like you know that he's different. You know that like it seems like he can break at any moment. And sometimes like he is nice. He has good intentions with everything he does, but some of the decisions he makes in the show make you feel like this guy's kind of weird. I'm not sure if I like this guy. And then, of course, it all leads up to a big conclusion where these two kind of interact, fight a little. So yeah, Paul Rudd, amazing in the show. Kind of funny. It wasn't super funny, but it had a good joke here and there, once or twice an episode. The actress, I'm not sure her name, who plays Miles' wife, Kate, she does a pretty good job in this role. She has like one episode that's dedicated to her and kind of how she got there and her current relationship state with Miles, and that episode's really good. She's kind of unlikable in the first couple of episodes, but once this episode hits and you really explores the character, you really get to see her kind of grow. She's really great at like being annoyed. You can really feel kind of like scared of her, like not necessarily scared, but like you can really feel when she's annoyed at Miles, at Paul Rudd's character, which is, she was great in that, but then she was also great at a few emotional moments. She pulled off happiness and joy really well. She was just very dynamic in the role, and I really liked that. Every other actor or actress is basically a side character with nothing else to do. There was a great Tom Brady cameo, and I only knew it was Tom Brady because I do not watch football, and I kind of looked it up afterwards, but, anyway, the side actors, they do a good job for the scenes they're in. This movie actually has decent enough cinematography, great shots. Its color grading seems to be more darker when we have like the original Paul Rudd character, and then lighter when we kind of have like the clone version, new Miles. So I really like that. I loved kind of the concept is great, a great concept, not as explored as it could be, but great concept, original idea. It ended well, a great like kind of ending that makes me want more. So satisfying kind of cliffhanger. It's kind of the cliffhanger in the vein of like they'll definitely probably make a season 2, but if they weren't to make a season 2, I could see this being a good ending. And then the music, I'll get more into it later, but it definitely had some good pieces here and there. And overall, I really like Paul Rudd and how he kind of went along with this concept in the story. Now, the bad or mixed element of the film, I feel like he didn't have great pacing. I mean, 8 20 to 30-minute episodes is not great for kind of drama. If it was 8 40-minute episodes or like maybe 12 20 minutes, I feel like it would have been better. Didn't do a great job giving us time to explore the characters. And then also, all the episodes kind of told out of order. I mean, they're in order, but, like, you have one episode focusing on one character, and then a second episode kind of like the first half is talking about the other episode, but showing it from another character's perspective. Then the second half is starting a new story, and then the next episode is kind of showing that new story from the other character's perspective, and it gets confusing. Whenever a character has like character growth, character development, this kind of way of telling the story makes it harder to see because you'll spend a bit of time away from that character, so their natural growth is more hidden, less easy to see. And also, this is just a me thing. I definitely got confused at a lot of points in the show. Overall, I caught up, but sometimes it didn't do a great job of explaining what was happening to you. I mean, that could just be me missing stuff, but who knows. And then, the music. I liked the music, but I felt like at times it was just too intense. Like, you'd be having, like, a nice scene, and the music would be, like, blaring in a way that, like, wouldn't be out of place in, like, a kung fu action fighting movie, which was kind of jarring, a little weird. But then, of course, another pro I have to give this is good for a Netflix show. This definitely wouldn't be something that would be great to run on television, but on Netflix, you can just watch everything at once. This is a great bingeable show. I don't have many other problems with the show. It's definitely enjoyable. I would recommend it to people. Not amazing, but definitely enjoyable. Something where I'd be happy if they were to give it a season 2, but if it weren't to continue, it wouldn't be that big of an impact on my life. So I know I said I don't really rate TV shows, TV seasons, but I am going to give this season of Living With Yourself a 7.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed it. I think it's good. Just, I don't think it could have hit the potential in exploring its concept. Okay, so I'm gonna put out a bit of a schedule here. I know I said I wouldn't do that, but hopefully a Jojo Rabbit review on Sunday. Just depends on whether or not I see it. I really want to. Just really depends on whether or not I have the time, but hopefully a Jojo Rabbit review on Sunday. And then Tuesday or Wednesday, probably Wednesday, just depends, I'll have a review up for the first episode of The Mandalorian. I'm not going to review every episode. I'm probably just going to do the first episode of Mandalorian when it comes out, and then I'll do a full season review in late December. And then I'll probably have reviews for Won't You Be My Neighbor and Knives Out later this month, Lady and the Tramp review. Any other suggestions of anything new on Disney Plus or Netflix that you may want me to check out, just put it in the comments and I'll probably watch it. December, we got Jumanji, the new Star Wars. Already got my tickets. I'm probably going to be a lot of rankings of Star Wars, or like rankings of movies this year, or upcoming movies, or movies of the decade, since it's the end of the 2010s. So just be ready for a lot of content coming up, like 1 or 2 videos next week, a video the next week. So yeah, I'm all set. If you want me to do a Rick and Morty Season 4 review, I'd honestly do that. Just, if someone says they want me to do that, I will do that. But anyway, guys, I hope you liked the video, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.